Yo, welcome back to the Nerds with Glasses podcast, your number one gaming podcast on YouTube. I am your host, Knowledge.
And I'm Javi. So we made a prediction quite a few podcasts back.
Yeah, many moons ago.
That Nintendo was going to release their console next year.
Yeah.
They had to.
Yeah, they had to. They had no other choice. And lo and behold, first story of the week, the Nintendo NX, or Nintendo Next, as I like to call it,
NX
has been confirmed. Has been confirmed for March 2017, and it's time. And
I mean the Wii U is fairly new.
Yeah. As far as like console cycle, because it came out in 2012, in holiday 2012.
And console cycle is actually fine.
Yeah.
But it's just the fact that the GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation 3 era ruined any console cycle ever.
Yeah, the 360, the PS3, yeah.
I mean, I guess the GameCube didn't last as long.
No, they didn't. Like, well, I
forgot GameCube is actually more comparable to PS2.
Yeah, so those eras, they used to last like 5 years. So like the Nintendo, the original, the NES came out in 85. And then the Super NES came out in 90. Well, at least in Japan. I think over here it was 91. I think it was 86 here for So like it was every 5 years, and then the 64 came out in 95, 96 over here. Like, so it's every 5 years, and then the 360 and the PS3 and the Wii, that era lasted for now almost a decade. It lasted almost a decade, I think, before. Well, not even. I guess maybe like 8 years before the new console came out.
Right, and they were still going extremely strong.
Yeah, I mean, like they honestly could have gone maybe another 3-4 years without even any hiccups. So, yes, we were right. I'm gonna gloat because we knew that this was gonna happen. We knew, but the first thing remember was that they didn't want to say it was a console. And granted, we still don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah, because they're still putting, when they're talking about this gaming platform, they still throw in both the 3DS and the Wii U. They're throwing both the names in there while they're describing the NX.
But we still, like, it's a console because, for one, they said that Zelda, which we'll talk about after this, will come out simultaneously on the NX and the Wii U. So it's a console. It's a home console. And I'm sure it's going to be really compatible with the 3DS.
Right. And from a lot of speculation, it's going to be a lot stronger than anything out right now.
That'd be crazy. I haven't heard that.
That's just the rumors. Those are just rumors. I don't have it but because that's what a lot of people are saying. That's why PlayStation and Xbox, at least PlayStation for sure, is looking to upgrade.
Yeah. And Xbox too. We've heard rumblings about them doing it too.
So a lot of people are speculating that they somehow got wind of how powerful it can be.
So there's a lot of things to talk about here. For one, we were right. But like you said, everybody knew that's what was going to happen because they had to.
It's like, is the sun coming up tomorrow? Oh, yeah.
So they did a lot of things here. The Wii U is pretty much dead, and it's been dead for almost a year. And now it's officially dead because, for one, the only real big game they had coming out this year was Zelda, which has been delayed until next year. So what else is coming? Obviously, they can announce things in E3 maybe that will come out this year, but I doubt it. Nintendo's not the type of company that just announces something and it releases it 2 months later. Like, So the Wii U is dead. Everybody who bought a Wii U got fucked over because they never got a complete There hasn't even been a Mario on it, and there won't be a Mario, a main title, like a Galaxy.
Really? Oh, you're right.
There's like Super Mario Galaxy 2 came out on the Wii. So for everybody who bought a Wii U, you didn't get a Metroid game, you didn't get a Mario, and
a new Zelda.
A new Zelda. Now you will get it, but it's not the same. I mean, like, and I'm sure a lot of the games are probably going to be for both platforms. For maybe a year or two.
Yeah, and the Wii U literally only got the party games. They got Mario Kart.
Yeah, Smash.
Wait, did it? Yeah, I did get Mario Kart. It smashed.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, they got like new Super Mario Brothers.
I mean, yeah, and
Star Fox, which was okay. Like, you know, it wasn't amazing.
I mean, it did get some other, like, you know, I got Bayonetta 2.
Yeah.
Xenoblade Chronicles was a huge game for it, apparently. Not the game that we play. But
yeah, but it didn't get the main three, which is Mario. Well, I'm not gonna say main because I mean like Mario Kart is huge and so is Smash.
Yeah, but those, like I said, those are party games.
Yeah, like it didn't get like a Mario 64, Mario Galaxy. It didn't get a Zelda, and I think people who bought the Wii U got screwed over. Like you put faith in them and they screwed you over. Does that mean you should hate Nintendo?
I don't even think people like feel screwed over, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if people care. I don't even think. I think people who are the people who bought it were the diehard Nintendo fans, and those people just love Nintendo.
Exactly, because I don't think a lot of people bought the Wii U first of all, because the Wii was still like it just didn't seem like enough of a change.
Yeah, and they didn't know it was a new console. Like we talked about this before ad nauseum about. It was just a terrible marketing campaign because I don't even think people knew it was a new console. Mm-hmm. They thought it was just like a new gamepad for them.
And then the other thing is, it's like it's literally become, especially the Wii, for kids.
Yeah.
You know, so they don't care. They don't get a Mario.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Like a Mario 64.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
I mean, that's true. I mean, like my niece and nephew play the Wii U all the time. Yeah. We don't even like.
They don't care that they didn't get a new Zelda.
Yeah.
You know.
But there is still a core Nintendo audience, and I think those people feel screwed over because, yes, you can play the new Zelda on the Wii U, but the hardcore Nintendo fans aren't gonna do that. They're gonna buy the new. Yeah. They're gonna buy the NX because they want to. Because we did the same thing.
Who played what is it? Twilight Princess on the GameCube?
I know, right? I would love to see the sales. We should have looked that up because I know. I played it on the Wii. I didn't play it on.
Yeah, and the Wii was extremely well sold.
Yeah, and it was really good on the Wii. I mean, I'll give it that. But still, I mean, you must have felt screwed over because you waited years and it never came.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, though, I think it's the right move. Like I think they're making the right move. I can sit here and bash them, but I think that this is the only way for them to get back in this. I don't like. They said
they're
before,
not just they're actually a gaming console.
Yeah, not just a kid's like entertainment console.
Yeah.
And I think they desperately still want to be a gaming console because long ago they could have just backed out of the gaming console market and they could have just started making third-party games and they would be
Pokemon.
Yeah, and they'd be hugely successful. They'd be insanely successful. But they obviously have a desire to keep making home consoles, and I think this is the best move they could possibly make. It reminds me of what sports teams do when you're gonna have a bad year, you just tank that year. Like not only do you have a bad year, you have a terrible year because that way you'll get a higher draft pick the next year when the draft comes up. And it's kind of what they're doing here. It's kind of like this year's gonna be bad anyway. This year's done. That's it. Like we forget this year. Next year is gonna be our year.
Because I mean, what is PlayStation and Xbox gonna come out?
Yeah.
Like, unless they have something really hidden up their sleeve. Because I mean, if Nintendo comes hard next year, they're not. It's not over for.
Oh no! I mean, it's not over, but
but it's like they're gonna be back. They're gonna put their foot back in the race, you know.
Yeah, I think they can catapult themselves. I think there could be a big jump because if you release it with Zelda. And if you release it, I'm honestly thinking that they might release it with like Mario.
Okay.
Because it's been years since they made the last Mario. So what's the team been working on? Retro Studios, I just read right now before we started, Retro Studios who made Metroid Prime and who made Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, they've been working on a new game. It's top secret. And it's a new IP.
Yeah. And that's one of the kind of like, I guess, not problems, but like they're very like hush-hush.
Yeah. And that's a big problem with the E3 thing, especially the past couple of years that they've backed away from E3 and they don't make their presence known like they used to.
They tried going the route of just the directs.
I know, but I just don't think it's the same. I think that just reflects their entire attitude about the industry and about their place in it. I think that they need to jump back in. Like they need to stop distancing themselves from everything else. Like get in the race. You know, people will support you. Maybe not as much as the Wii, but like there's definitely people out there I think that haven't bought a Wii U but would buy an NX if it had powerful graphics. If a Zelda came with it, Blu-ray, like good online. You know, like I would love to have a great online system where I could chat with friends and play Smash Brothers. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that's not. Yeah, like exactly. And so here's my thoughts on what they might release. I want to get your thoughts too. What do you think? Possible titles. So Zelda, obviously.
Yes.
Retro Studios should be something pretty big. They're a great studio. They make great games. They have to make a Mario. It's been actually 2 years since Mario Kart came out, so it'll be 3 years.
And 2 years since Smash.
Yeah, or like a year and a half. I think Smash they're gonna do the collector's edition, or what's it called, like a Game of the Year edition with all the DLC characters.
For the NX though.
Yeah, maybe like upgrade the graphics a little bit, and just add like all the DLC and maybe do like a little bit more DLC. Like then people would buy that. Like, and I also think that they've actually they did it right this time, because I've been hearing a lot and reading a lot that they actually started sending out development kits like a year ago to
for the NX,
which is why you start hearing these rumors. But of course they send it out. Let's say to, obviously they wouldn't, but let's just say Treyarch. Like, so they send it out to Treyarch. And Treyarch obviously has to sign a non-disclosure agreement. They keep it hush-hush. And that's why throughout the year you hear all these little leaks that seem like they're not true, but they probably are true because some worker there, leaked it out.
In passing, like, said something.
Yeah. And so I've been reading and seeing that they've been sending out these development kits for a year, which they really didn't do for the Wii U. Which I remember actually seeing one of the developers for Skyrim, Bethesda, and say that like, they're basically saying like, fuck Nintendo, because they develop their console and they don't let us know what their console is gonna be like, and then once their console is done, they're like, oh well, here's our console, like develop a game for it. It's like, fuck you, like. And he was saying like the PS4 and the Xbox One, like let them in early, like a year or two before, so that they can start messing with the software and the hardware and all that to start developing.
Stressing it, seems.
Yeah, so it seems like this time they're gonna get a lot more third party support, and that's of course the main thing that they need is to help them out. They have the first party games, but especially with the Wii U, they have almost no third party support at all.
Yeah.
What titles are you expecting that you think might be out there?
I mean, when you're thinking of Nintendo, it's like there isn't many, especially because like you said, the Wii U is mostly first party. It's just like it has to be the first party games, Mario. So that's it. Like, yeah. At least right now, I mean, maybe I don't see any other like exclusive. Like, I can't think of another exclusive title that I could see going towards them. Yeah. At all right now. Maybe a reboot of something old. Maybe we'll get an F-Zero.
That'd be,
but that's like, I mean, that's not even a super popular.
Yeah, that's a niche.
Yeah,
or niche. Yeah, niche. It's a niche game.
So I mean, really, it's just those games.
I like what they did with the Wii U at first, which is like they did like the definitive edition for like Mass Effect 3, for Arkham City. Yeah, they did for Darksiders 2. They did like the ultimate editions for all those games.
They recently got because I remember seeing Darksiders on Humble Bundle right now.
Yeah. So they did like the best editions, because at that time, the Wii U was stronger than the 360 and the PS3. Mm-hmm. So like they had like the definitive editions of those games. I like that they did that, and I think they could do that again. I don't know how much those games sold, but I think that's something that you can just throw in there, and that's a good. That just add to the launch titles, Yeah. I think they need to have a minimum of like 20 launch titles to
think they need a shooter.
I think if their online structure is good, then they can bring Infinite Warfare And I mean, because the Wii had, remember, they had the Modern Warfare Part 1, but it was like a year later. They had World at War. I think they had Black Ops.
Didn't World at War have like the weird controls?
Yeah, it was weird. Exactly, it was weird. So here,
and it wasn't the real world. Like it wasn't the real World at War. Yeah, I think the first time they got like the real version wasn't it like Black Ops or Ghost?
No, they didn't have Ghost. They had Black Ops 2. They had the real version. They had Modern Warfare 4, which was like the Redux something version. Like it was a watered down version. But if they have a really powerful console, then they can definitely run these games. All they need is, I'm guessing that they're gonna build their online infrastructure. Like I'm guessing that they have to do that. They can't skim on that anymore. Like it's time, you know. Do you think they're gonna do that, or
I don't know.
You think Nintendo's that stubborn?
Honestly, I think they might be. You know, I mean, they've dabbled in it a little bit, but it's still garbage.
Yeah, it's still just like the most basic matchmaking possible. Yeah. You know?
So definitely, I don't know. I really need to I can't open my mind up to that yet.
Yeah, you know? Until you see it.
Yeah, I have to actually see it. Like I almost can't believe it until until I see it.
And do you think it's a mistake that they're not going to be at E3 with the NX?
It is a mistake, yeah, but that's just how they
roll.
Yeah. I mean, they're only going to have Zelda.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's for they're going to show it off on the Wii U because they're not going to have
unless
NX.
they do end up doing the NX and just
well, they said they wouldn't.
Oh, at all.
Yeah, they said in their announcement that the NX would not be at the event. Now, just based on the recent years, remember how they had like the Xbox reveal, the Xbox One and the PS4. Like I think that you can do that now. So if they do that, then I think it's fine. I don't think E3 is necessary, but you know, if they don't do something like that, I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
What they do need to do though is get rid of the Pro controller, get rid of all the controllers they have, you know, just make a GameCube controller again for this system. Yeah. Or some sort of GameCube controller would be awesome. Yeah, but not a C-stick, but a regular second stick, I think. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind a C-stick though, as long. I
think for shooter purposes, which is going to be really important for home consoles.
Well, that's what I'm saying. For that, you can buy the secondary controller.
Oh god, no. That's the next question is, how important is the controller going to be? I think it has to be a regular controller. That's
I don't like the Pro controller.
Yeah, I don't like the Pro controller either.
It's a combination of the PlayStation controller and the Xbox controller, whereas the both joysticks are on the top.
Yeah. No, I don't. They should have just made like the Xbox 3,
like the GameCube one. Yeah. You know, except not the GameCube. Just have the same layout.
And by the way, I don't know how people felt about it, but I love the GameCube controller.
I think everyone loved it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, since shooters is such a big thing now, they
just need to change the analog stick. Maybe add another button, but honestly, all you need to do is change the analog stick to bring the same.
And honestly, they can even put the kind of the DSC stick, the little small one. Maybe have two analogs, you know, and then have a little tiny C stick. You know, if you still want to keep it, you know, it doesn't need.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The C-stick function basically, it worked almost exactly like a.
Oh, I know it did, but it wasn't the same. It needs to be a regular stick.
That's what I'm saying. I think they can make it a regular stick and still be exactly like the.
Okay, yeah, that's fine with me. I'm just saying, if you really want to keep a C-stick type thing, that's not necessarily a second stick. You could always just throw it on. I mean, I'm sure all that's already done. Now, remember they had that rumor. There was a controller that looked like a PSP almost.
Yeah, that was fake though.
Yeah, we heard it was fake. After all, I hope so because that looked dumb.
Because I think the screen was on the controller, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was some guy that made it. I forgot.
They keep saying that it's gonna be it's some innovative thing, which scares me because
it's a full body suit.
It's or built-in VR.
What if it is? What if it is just in the next VR?
Oh God, please, Nintendo, like, honestly, just release like a regular console. I don't know. I guess you can't even really say that because they did that with the GameCube, and the GameCube was a massive failure. Mm-hmm. Even though, in my opinion, the GameCube is like one of the best
of its time. It was probably
for me 100% is better than the Xbox and the PlayStation 2. Like not like no doubt. As far as like how many games were on there,
it had a fucking handle on it. Like,
like you could throw that and you could throw it against the wall and it wouldn't break. That thing is unbreakable. Yeah, but it was a failure. It only sold 22 million copies or 22 million consoles. So like, people say that, we keep saying that, just make a regular console.
But they're like,
yeah. But the thing is, times have changed. Like times have changed, and I do think that they do need to embrace YouTube. Like they need to embrace YouTube, and it will really help them sell games. Especially, you know what? The thing I don't get about Nintendo with YouTube is that, of all the games in any systems, their games are the ones who are most built for Let's Plays. Because they're like Mario there's no story. It doesn't matter. Like
the story is there, but there's not really any talking, and it's all the gameplay.
It's like nobody's just like running off to YouTube to just watch the story. Like people are actually want to see how to beat the level.
Yeah, so, that's what I'm saying. It's like Dark Souls. Like, there isn't really the story there, but the gameplay, like, that's what people go there for.
Yeah. So I don't understand what's their big rejection of YouTube. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Their games are built for Let's Plays, and I think it could really help them, but a lot of people shy away from it because they don't want to deal with all the copyright stuff. Mm-hmm. That's the environment that gaming is in now. Like, YouTube is a big deal. I don't know what percentage of YouTube influences people, but I think it's a huge thing. It's pretty high. Like, I mean, gaming has grown, and I think a lot of it has to do with YouTube. Mm-hmm. But yeah, any other thoughts?
Just that the console's coming out, I think, early next year, so it won't have an E3 for the console.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be like a Tokyo Game Show or something like that.
Yeah.
So hopefully, for whatever they do, like, finally, like, review, like, the big review, like, because they'll usually do a big reveal.
Yeah, they have to. It
has to be good.
Yeah, it has to be big. Miyamoto.
I can't be confused.
Yeah, I can't think it's like an add-on to the Wii U.
Yeah, like, I can't think. Yeah, it can't be like because they literally only showed the tablet for the Wii U.
Yeah, they did. Like, we didn't. Exactly, and that's why people didn't even know. It was
and because the Wii U console looked like, oh, it's just my Wii. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, no, like, you don't need to explain. I got it. I'm gonna get the pad when it comes out later. Agreed. But we'll see what happens. I think they made the right move. If they keep doing the right moves, I think it could go well.
Yes,
but we'll see what they do. Okay, the second announcement from Nintendo, which we already talked about a little bit, but let's get deep into it, is Zelda, which was due to come out on the Wii U, due to come out this year, has been delayed, and it's going to come out next year. And it's simultaneously going to be released on the NX and the Wii U, which means nobody's buying it on the Wii U.
They should just not release it on the Wii U.
Yeah, if anything,
I don't really. I mean, I know a lot of people would rather it be released on both.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people are gonna buy it, but I wonder if there's one of those games that you can actually just do a digital release. Because I think there'd be a big danger of having like millions of Zeldas on the shelves for the Wii U because people didn't buy them, So I wonder if you just do a digital release and
overhead.
Yeah,
like have no overhead, just digital.
Yeah,
at least for the Wii U, like you said.
Yeah,
and then have the physical for the NX.
Yeah, for the NX, and just do the traditional and do like a Triforce edition or something like that. I'm buying that, by the way. Like, I don't care what
you need to buy. You need to buy the Zelda Legend of Zelda Wii and Nintendo Next.
Yeah,
that's what you need to buy.
Okay,
if they're coming out simultaneously, there's gonna be like a sick ass Nintendo.
That's true. And it'll be like, I wonder how many gigabytes it'll be. Maybe that won't be like a terabyte. Who knows?
They're gonna mess up and like everyone else do 500.
Or do like
and then I can only put 3 games. They're gonna also make me install the whole game.
Oh,
I'm just like, God.
Yeah, I wonder
what's
how
the point of the disc.
I know. God, I hate this disc. I do hate disc now. Damn it! Like, I never thought that day would come, but I kind of prefer digital stuff now. Darn it! Oh yeah, but Zelda. So Zelda got delayed again. We called it. Remember, because I told you
again. It's like the sun and the moon. They're always
everybody knew. Yeah, it's not a big deal that we called it because everybody saw it coming. But I did live through this with the GameCube because I back in that time I wasn't really looking at the internet for like gaming stuff. So I used to still buy like EGM or Game Informer. I don't know what magazine it was at the time. But I would always read up on it, and whenever a new Zelda, I was like, "Oh, Twilight Princess, okay, it's coming."
News,
yeah, new news, yeah.
And then you read Wii coming out.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, first it was like, "Oh, Zelda delayed for a year." Miyamoto says, or whoever said it's like a bad game will stay bad forever. This and that. I was like, okay, yeah, no, like I feel that. Okay, next year you read again, it's like, oh, there's a new console coming out. And Zelda hasn't come out yet. What's going on? Yeah. Like no, they wouldn't delay it for just the console. No. They wouldn't do that. And then they do that.
They do it twice for the exact same
game
title.
Yeah. So
that hurts.
It does. I'm buying the NX either way, you know. So who cares?
Who else is gonna sell me a Zelda?
Yeah, like, you got Zelda? Okay, like, I'm buying it. I think this game is going to be a huge hit for Nintendo.
Is it going to have talking?
No. Okay. I don't think it's going to have talking. I don't think they can do that.
I don't think they can, but it's getting to the point where it's like, not that it's a waste, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I get you, dude. Yeah, it's getting to the point where it's kind of, it's too retro, it's too old fashioned. Like I said, why can't they make everybody else talk and just have Link not talk? Because he's so expressive anyways. It's not like The Division where it's like the guy is such a bland avatar of nothing that it makes you feel like an empty world. Like Link is a character and he's expressive. Like why not just have him not talk and have everybody else talk? Could they do that?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that would work or would you be annoyed by that too?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
How many games have we played where the main character doesn't say a shit? Anyways, you know.
Yeah.
Even like you said, the Division, even Destiny, to like your character spoke quite a bit throughout the game, but for the most part, it was little Navi, the ghost.
Yeah.
You know, talking for you.
That's true.
Or everyone else just talking. That's it.
Yeah, and it's true. In Destiny, he spoke like 4 times, I think.
I think so.
He didn't speak like anything. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but it didn't feel the same as like something like, for example, Division. You know, it didn't feel the same.
That felt like a blank slate. That you're just like, just say something.
Even Ajay, he didn't talk that much.
Yeah, that's true. But he did talk.
He did talk. No, yeah. He did have some moments, and at least you got to see his face. You know, no, you didn't actually. Oh, I don't know. I think I was thinking about it different. I mean, you do see his face. You do know what he looks like, but no, I think I'm thinking of another game.
Here's another one. ODST. Rookie doesn't talk that much. He says a couple of things, which I've argued with C-Funk before. Shout out to C-Funk. He says that he doesn't talk at all. I was like, he does. Like he talks like 3 times.
Yeah, and I mean that's better than none.
He talks C-Funk. I'm telling you, bro.
And I mean that's better. That's even just a couple lines is better. Like have Link only say a few things.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it will be weird.
Yeah.
But it's almost better than not having.
And like I say, he's so expressive, and like especially as something like Wind Waker, where his eyes are so like he's so expressive that he's just full of life anyway. He doesn't need to talk. But yeah, I think they need to include speech. But honestly, I mean, for me, because I love the games anyway, I don't think I'll care.
I wonder if they just don't want to do it because they don't want to let people in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want people in on the secret of the story.
It could be. It could, yeah, because they are super like protective and but it doesn't matter either way. These things always get leaked. Like at the end of the day,
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, they rather. I don't know, but yeah, it would be really cool. I mean, at this E3, we're gonna be able to play it, right, for the Wii U.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully we go again. Yeah. We went last year and it was a lot of fun.
And granted, last year we didn't even go into the Nintendo side. Like, we were stuck in. Well, I mean, not that we were stuck, but there was so much to see in the other side. Yeah. We didn't even head over to the side that had all the Nintendo.
Well, I didn't go every day, and because you went more days than I did.
Right. Yeah. So. And it was the lines were too long, you know.
Yeah, I was tired. Like, I'm gonna be dead honest, I was tired as shit. Yeah. But like, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Zelda being delayed is a clear indication of what they're gonna do with the NX, which we said already. But it's a smart move. I think it'll be a system seller. It's not gonna be like a huge system seller because at this point the cachet that Zelda holds is not that huge. I think at this point it sells you maybe 1 million, 2 million consoles off rip.
Okay.
But I don't think it's not gonna sell you 10 million. You know, it's not gonna sell. It's not like Halo, where Halo sells like 10 million copies or something like that. You know, but still, I mean, Zelda is a huge franchise. I think it's more just the name still carries the weight.
Yeah, and Zelda, Mario, even if Metroid were to come out.
Yeah, but it's the right move on their part to delay it. But it does. I still think it sucks that people who bought the Wii U, I just think they got screwed over. Mm-hmm. Period. Like you didn't get any of the huge titles, and you're just gonna have to live with it. I guess. Well, you'll still get to play it if you don't want to buy the NX. But if you're a real hardcore Nintendo fan, you're gonna get the NX.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a Wii U just because.
Yeah.
You already had it. And I was like.
Yeah. You know? Like he has like Smash Brothers.
I own Smash Brothers for the Wii U.
But not the console. Too. Yeah, I do too. But not the console.
I don't own the console. But I borrow it enough, so it's okay.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So third story. Uncharted 4, one of the probably the biggest game of the year so far, without a doubt.
Overhyped. I'm just kidding. I just don't care about.
Shut up, Javi.
I have no I've never played any of the Uncharted.
Uncharted is amazing.
You know, I know. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's just.
It's definitely like playing an Indiana Jones game. It is like Tomb Raider, but with more humor.
Yes.
Way more humor.
Yes.
But
which
anyway,
is something I think I would assume I would like. I just never.
Yeah.
I think was the first one on PS3.
Yeah, they were on PS3.
Yeah, so that's probably why I never owned a PS3 at all.
Except there's a Vita one too, but yeah, just like obviously nobody played that. All 5 people who bought the Vita, yeah. But anyways,
Uncharted 4 Thief's End, right?
Yeah. So this is a weird story. Me and you kind of think this might be a publicity stunt.
I don't know. Like it's just one of those things. Like it's only gaming websites, you know.
Yeah.
I was kind of like I was wondering, is there like a news organization that's actually covering it?
Yeah.
I mean,
that seems like
I think one of the articles said like a violent heist or something, you know.
So a truck that was carrying Uncharted 4, amongst other things too, not just Uncharted 4, but it got, and then this is what we read, quote unquote, violently. It was like a violent crime, like violent heist takeover, and that they stole a bunch of copies of Uncharted 4, amongst other things too. Aside from the, I hope nobody got hurt. First of all,
and violent assault.
Violent assault. I don't know.
This is from GameSpot.
And they didn't report like anybody got shot or killed or anything. It seems like they just stole the truck. But it seems kind of, I mean, it's very Uncharted, right? Like Uncharted is all about this type of stuff.
So this is part of so apparently in 2015 a truck stocked with copies of Splatoon was stolen. And 2 trucks carrying $1.5 million worth of 360 games.
Oh, 360s and 2006. Yeah,
so stuff like this has happened.
Stuff like that has happened. So the Xbox one makes more sense. I think the Splatoon one might have just been like again, like it's not just carrying Splatoon, but it has other stuff. So yeah, I guess stuff like that has happened. I just thought it was an interesting thing of that. I think it could be a publicity stunt just because it's something that's so Uncharted that it's ridiculous, you know. But hopefully nobody got hurt. You know, it was a violent assault.
Yeah,
apparently.
but so be careful. You might be buying hot games when they come out.
Yeah, people don't care.
They don't care.
They're like, oh, they're just turning. And actually, I forget his name, but he's like one of the main dudes at Sony. Mm-hmm. He's like the Asian guy. They're all Asian.
No, I'm just like.
What was it? You know the commercial where they make fun of Xbox and they pass over like, this is how you borrow a game. He sent out a blog post saying, warning fans to keep an eye out for spoilers, that they can't control that now, that they're gonna be taking down as much stuff as they can. It says
Neil Druckmann.
No, well, Druckmann is like the Naughty Dog.
Oh, right, okay.
Director.
Well, it says here that he's the one that said that.
He said what?
To stay.
Oh no! Well, the other guy. No, well, the other guy said that too, because I read his blog post. So Druckmann said it too. Also, there were other reports that retailers had started selling the game in Europe early, and that somebody just like walked in the store and bought the game, and like they didn't, because the release date was, I believe, this Tuesday that just passed, and then they delayed it. But Sony then said that's untrue because we haven't even delivered the games to Europe yet. So that's why all these articles you read is like, who knows? They're always contradicting each other.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the possibility that this might be a publicity stunt, I think so, because it just seems so Uncharted of them to do something like that. But keep your eyes out for spoilers, and if you want to watch the game movie, May 10th, it will be on the channel.
Yeah. I just, like you said, it is very funny that it's a thief's end.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm really curious what else was in the truck.
Yeah, probably like DVD or Blu-rays and stuff.
Right, yeah. I mean, it was a Sony truck, I'm assuming.
I guess,
yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
It's just crazy if they actually spotted it out for Uncharted and maybe wanted to make a killing, like selling Uncharted,
Yeah, I think they were going for like 130 online.
Really?
That's what one of the sources.
Yeah, I need to go look that up soon.
But I think they've been since taken down or whatever.
God damn it!
But I'm sure people can find it still.
All right, so last story of the week, Call of Duty. We've been hearing a bunch of rumors, space age or in warfare. Space, whatever. It seems like we have a solid name now. It still hasn't been 100% confirmed, but it's Infinite Warfare. We also saw like the supposed front cover, which it kind of looks like there's a spaceship behind him if you look in the shadows.
Really?
Yeah, and it kind of looks like he has like a helmet on his hand. I don't know. But the bigger news on top of that, forget it, Infinite Warfare. Who cares about that crap? Is that there is a leak of like a Target card where if you buy the Legacy Edition, you get Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. Mm-hmm. Nobody, I'm not playing Infinite Warfare if Modern Warfare is remastered and on PS4 and Xbox. Okay. I'm not playing it. I'm not. I'm just playing that. And I've heard still that they're still talking about that they might do the whole Modern Warfare trilogy. So those are
and that seems very. I mean. It does seem like that's what they would do.
The specific card that's leaked says PS4. I wonder if they would actually be real like punks about it and do like Xbox One, like Modern Warfare 2 Remastered or something like that. You know?
Think they would do that?
I don't think they would do that, but that would be like the most savage business move that they could ever freaking do. Like it would be. Well, I think they would still sell it like separately, but I think it like as far as like Legacy Edition, you would get this specific one if you got on the Xbox One or the PS4 or the PC. Maybe it's
or you only get half the guns.
Yeah, you can buy each gun for $5.
No. You have to what is it? Supply drops.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's the only way to get the game. You have to buy supply drops.
Do you think that it's a remaster in the sense like the past couple of years where they just up the texture and quality?
I think it's just the story, and yeah.
Oh, you think it's just a story?
I have a feeling it might just be the story because I don't think they would want to compete. Have Modern Warfare 4 competing with Infinite Warfare.
You know what? I did not even think of that.
I just thought about it like just right now.
Yeah, I did not even think of that, and thinking about it, you're right, dude. Like that seems, God, that would suck.
Maybe they'll make like local play
or like custom matches.
Yeah,
and stuff.
like 1v1 Russ or
yeah, on Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah. Or what was the one? What was the map in one? Shipment.
Yeah. Wow, I did not.
Right, like I'm just thinking in my head like story, because if they do the two stories, no one. I mean, not that people won't play it, but it's just like not a big deal. Yeah. People will still play both.
Yeah.
But if they, like you said, like I think a lot of people would probably rather play Modern Warfare 4, Modern Warfare
1. You mean Call of Duty 4?
Yeah, Call of Duty 4. Thank you. I was like, I'm getting, but you'd probably rather play Call of Duty Modern Warfare than.
That's true, because on like dead honest, like especially if they did Modern Warfare 2, like Modern Warfare 1, COD 4 multiplayer was good, but I didn't play it that much because at that time I was playing Halo 3. Like personally, if they had Modern Warfare 2,
I'm sure you would have played it if it wasn't for Halo.
Oh yeah, no, I would have played it. I played it since then and everything, and it's fun. But Modern Warfare 2, I played like 80 days worth or something. Like, if they had Modern Warfare 2 and there is actual online population and there is no hacking because now it's on the Xbox One and PS4, I would literally just play that. Like, I would not.
I think that would really hurt the game.
Hey, you're right.
It would hurt Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of people like me who would do the same. I agree. Yeah.
Granted, unless, because I have kind of seen, like, I wonder if they're going to let you buy it by itself, some kind of backwards compatibility with it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I don't think they can do that.
Yeah.
They literally, this is the only way you're going to be able to play Modern Warfare. Like, I literally think they're going to make it a menu in Infinite Warfare.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
That would be smart.
I don't think they're going to do it like its own downloadable thing, because then...
Yeah.
You know? Just thinking, like, I guess from the business thing, it's like they don't want to fuck with the traction that they're hoping Infinite Warfare.
Well, here the only answer is, I think here's the only thing that they could do, which you just mentioned kind of as a joke, but if they put supply drops in Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, then they don't care if Infinite Warfare does good, because those are going to sell millions of copies as well. Mm-hmm. You know, so like if they did that, and honestly, I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't mind it, because I don't care about supply drops.
You're not gonna buy them.
Yeah, so I think if they did that, then they would bring the multiplayer, because it's all about the money in the end. So what? This year, Infinite Warfare takes a hit. People are still gonna buy it and play it. Mm-hmm. You know, and then the kind of fans who have kind of drifted away will come back. I think. I think a lot of the new fans will stay with Infinite Warfare. There definitely will be a drop-off, because, like, for example, I play Black Ops 3 every now and again. You know, like, I don't play it all the time, but I'll play it every now and again, and I bought it. But if I had those, I wouldn't play it. So there obviously will be a drop-off of people.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of the new kids would just keep playing.
True.
Especially now, like, if you haven't played it before, I think it's pretty dated. As for, like, especially, like, Modern Warfare 1, where there's only 3 kill streaks, and you can't even...
choose.
You can't control, it's just, you know, and if you don't use it, you lose it. Like, so I think that people would be like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know? So, man, I didn't think of that. That's a good thought.
But it does say here, at least, it says it is a download for Modern Warfare Remastered. So maybe they are going to make it its own thing. But we don't know, because we don't know anything about it. This is a leak.
Yeah, there's a leak. So we'll see how that goes. Javi brought that great point. I think that does make a lot of sense. So we'll see whenever we get solid news, we'll talk about it again. Because
if it has its multiplayer, shit, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, which one was the one that introduced like the Spec Ops?
That was part 2.
Part 2.
That one was a lot of fun. Oh, see, they could see even that they could do.
Honestly, I was thinking that it would be better for them to do that, because that game has more, but I guess they don't want to do more.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I still think they might do all 3. To be honest.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Especially if it's just like a up texture, like...
Yeah, because it's not like fucking Final Fantasy 7 remaster.
Yeah, it's not a remaster. I literally, think it's just like, better texture, better, you know, higher resolution, boom, that's it, done. Like, I don't know how long that takes. I think they just go to the files and make them higher res. Like,
so apparently it takes a lot of work, because we saw those people working on, like, what was it, one of the Zelda games.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's tedious work, but it's not like a new creative endeavor. Right. It's just tedious work. Definitely. So yeah, guys, we'll keep you guys updated on the Modern Warfare saga.
I just love this. Infinity Ward is making Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
Of course. Fucking bastards.
And it's supposed to be revealed in a week. So
we'll know more next week.
Next week we'll
also know Captain America Civil War, who wins.
That's right.
And then so much this month coming up.
Yeah, I think next week we'll talk a lot about Civil War. A lot about it. Probably like 2-3 topics on it. Yeah.
If we see it on time.
Yeah, that's true. We might release the next podcast maybe next weekend so we have time to watch it. But all right, guys, thanks for joining us this week on the Nerds with Glasses podcast. We will see you next week. Peace.